Good morning, everyone. Today we're discussing long answers. Long answers, permutation groups and isomerism. Permutation groups and isomorphisms. So, first question. Let alpha is equal to given permutation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 1, 3, 5, 4, 6. This is the permutation of alpha. And beta is equal to permutation of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 6, 1, 2, 4, 3, 5. This is the given permutations. So now we can compute alpha to the power of minus 1 and beta alpha. Now solution. Given alpha is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 1, 3, 5, 4, 6. Alpha inverse. Inverse means we have to write first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the first order. But here we are observing this denominator, downline. Downline one value is 2, 1 to 2. So here 1 to 2 you can write. And downline 2 is 1, 1. Downline 3 is 3. Downline 4 is 5, 5. Downline 5 is 4, 4. Downline 6 is 6. This is the inverse. So inverse we can always observe denomination line or downline. Downline we can observe downline 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6 elements 2 to 1, 1 to 2, 3 to 3, 5 to 4, 4 to 5, 6 to 6. Okay, this is the alpha inverse. Next beta alpha. So beta alpha value 1 2 2 1 3 3 4 5 5 4 6 6 is alpha and beta value is 1 6 2 1 3 2 4 4 5 3 6 5 is beta. So alpha into beta, beta into alpha. 1 to 2 we can observe second permutation 2 to 1. So 1 comma 1. Next 2 to 1 second observation 1 to 6, that is 2 to 6. And 3 to 3, 3 to 2, that is equal to 3 to 2. 4 to 5, 5 to 3, so 4 to 3. 5 to 4, 4 to 4, 5 to 4. 6 to 6, 6 to 5, 6 to 5. This is the beta alpha. And next question, second question, if sigma is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 2 and tau is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5. Given permutations are two permutations in S6, then compute sigma tau square and sigma tau sigma inverse. Okay, so solution. First given sigma is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 2 and tau is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5. So now you can find tau square, that is equal to tau into tau, that is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5 is tau. Again one more tau, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5. Now we can observe here tau square value 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 1 to 4. Next to 2 to 4, 4 to 3, 2 to 3. Next to 3 to 1, 1 to 2, 3 to 2. 4 to 3, 3 to 1, 4 to 1. 5 to 6, 6 to 5, 5 to 5. 6 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 6. This is the tau square. Now we can find sigma tau square. So our sigma tau square. So our tau value is 1, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6 is tau square into sigma value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5. That is equal to 1 to 4, 4 to 3, 1 to 3, 2 to 3, 3 to 1, 2 to 1, 3 to 2, 2 to 4, 3 to 4, 4 to 1, 1 to 2, 4 to 2, 5 to 5, 5 to 6, 5 to 6, 6 to 6, 6 to 5, 6 to 5. This is the sigma tau square. And next one, sigma tau sigma inverse. So here in this given function sigma tau sigma inverse. So in that mean you can find sigma inverse. Sigma inverse means sigma is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 2. First you can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is given permutation. So inverse means denomination line. So down line 1 to 2. So 1 to 2. Next to 2 to 6. 2 to 6. 3 to 1. 3 to 1. And 4 to 3. 4 to 3. 5 to 4. 5 to 4. 6 to 5. 6 to 5. This is the sigma inverse. So now sigma tau sigma inverse is equal to sigma value. First you can find tau sigma inverse. Tau sigma inverse is equal to. So sigma inverse already we can finding that value 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5, 3, 6, 6. 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 2, 4, 1, 1, 2, 2, 6. That is why, because here this value sigma inverse value is 1, 2, 2, 6, 3, 1, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6, 5 and tau value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5. So now tau sigma inverse value is 1 to 2, 2 to 4. So 1 to 4, 2 to 6, 6 to 5, 2 to 5, 3 to 1, 1 to 2, 3 to 2, 4 to 3, 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 5 to 3, 6 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 6. That is the tau sigma inverse. So now sigma tau sigma inverse is equal to. So tau sigma inverse value is 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5, 3, 6, 6. This value. And sigma value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 2, 1, 3, 6. Sorry, 3, 1, 4. 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 2. 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 2. That is sigma value. So tau sigma inverse into sigma. So 1, 4, 4, 5, 1 to 5, 2, 5, 5, 6, 2 to 6, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3 to 1, 4, 1, 1, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, 6, 6, 2, 6, 2. This is the sigma tau sigma inverse value. And next problem, very important problem. Third question, if sigma belongs to S6, sigma is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5. This is the given permutation. Then find sigma 2012, sigma power of 2012. So here given solution, given sigma is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5 is the given permutation. And next we have to do sigma square, sigma into sigma, that is equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5. So 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 1, comma 4, 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 1, 5 to 6, 6 to 5, 5, 5, 6 to 5, 5 to 6, 6, 6. This is the sigma square. Next you can find sigma cube, that is called sigma square into sigma. That is called sigma square is 1, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6 into sigma value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5. 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 5 to 5, 5 to 6, 5 to 6, 6 to 6, 6 to 5, 6 to 5. This one is sigma cube and sigma power of 4, sigma cube into sigma. Sigma cube value is 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 4, 2, 5, 6, 6, 5. And next into sigma value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 4, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 5 to 6, 6 to 5, 5, 5, 6 to 5, 5 to 6, 6, 6. Here observe this permutation 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. So that means sigma power of 4 is equal to I. Sigma power of 4 is equal to I. So sigma power of 2012, that is equal to sigma power of 4 all to the power of 503. Sigma power of 2012 is equal to sigma power of 4 all to the power of 503. That is equal to sigma power of 4 is I. I to the power of 503 is equal to I. So 2000 sigma power of 2012 is equal to I. I means 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. That is third question. Next, in the same method, you can do this problem. Fourth question, same method. Sigma belongs to S6 and sigma is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 2. Then find sigma to the power of 2014. Sigma to the power of 2014. You can do first sigma square, after then sigma cube, after then sigma 4, after then sigma 5, after then sigma 6. So sigma 6 is you get I. So 2000 sigma to the power of 2014 you can write sigma power of 6 whole power of 335. Sigma power of 6 whole power of 335 into sigma power of 4. So that sigma power of 6 like that here sigma power of 6 whole to the power of 335 into sigma power of 4, that is equal to sigma power of 2014. So this value is I to the power of 335 into sigma power of 4, that is equal to sigma power of 4. So sigma power of 2014 value is sigma power of 4. That is our answer. Okay, you can do previous problem method. Next problem, fifth question. Determine whether the following permutations are even or odd. Even or odd. First one, alpha is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 3, 1, 7, 4, 6. And the second one, alpha is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 6, 3, 5, 1, 7, 8, 782. 782. Next, alpha is equal to 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3 comma 4 and 1 comma 5 comma 2. So this all are, you can find permutations are even or odd. So solution, first one, alpha is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 2 4 3 1 7 4 6. So given that alpha is equal to, so this one we can write 1 2 2 2 2 4 4 2 1, and that is completed 1 2 2 2 2 4 4 2 1, that is equal to, we can write 1 2 4 1 2 4 1 2 2 2 2 4 4 2 1, that is completed. So this one and this one completed, remaining 3 2 3, that is independent, that is independent, you can write 3. Next 5 to 7, 7 to 6, 6 to 4, that is we can write 5 7 6, 5 7 6 permutation, 5 to 7, 7 to 6, 6 to 4, and so 5 7 6, you can write that one. So now here 1 to 4, 1 comma 4 and 1 to 2, 1 comma 2. Next 5 to 6, 5 to 6. Next 5 comma 7. These all are transpositions. Here these all are transpositions. 1 2 3 4. This is independent. 1 2 3 4 are even number. So how many numbers? Number of transpositions. Number of transpositions are 4, that is even. So therefore alpha is even permutation. Alpha is even permutation. And next second one, given alpha is equal to 1 4 2 6 3 3 4 5 5 1 6 7 7 8 8 2. So now here you can observe it, 1 4 4 5 5 1, that is end, 1 comma 4 comma 5, that is ended, 1 to 4 4 to 5 5 to 1, that is end. So this one completed. Next 3 is independent, 3. Next 2 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 2, that is equal to 2 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 2, this is completed. Now we can write permutations. 1 to 5 is 1, 1 to 4, and 2 to 6, 2 to 7, 2 to 8, 2 to 8, 1 2 3 4 5. This permutations are number of transpositions. Number of transpositions are 1 2 3 4 5. So it is odd number. So therefore alpha is odd permutation. Next third one, alpha is equal to 1 2 1 3 4 and 1 5 2. 1 2 is one permutation, and next one 1 2 we can write 1 2 2 1, 1 2 2 1, 2 permutations, 1 2 2 1. This is let alpha 1, this one is alpha 1, 1 2, that is we can write 1 2 2 2 2 1, and 3 is independent, 4 is independent, 5 is independent. Why? Because our permutation is 1 to 5. So alpha 1 is equal to 1 2, given permutation is 1 2. So 1 2 2 2 2 1, that's end. 3 is independent, 4 is independent, 5 is independent. Next alpha 2 is equal to 1 3 4, that one we can write 1 2 3, 3 2 4 and 4 2 1. Remaining values, 2 is independent, 5 is independent, 6 is independent. 2 is independent, 5 is independent, 6 is independent. Not 6, only 5, up to 5. Permutations are given only 5 elements. So 2 independent, 5 independent. Next you can take alpha 3. alpha 3, that is equal to given permutation is 1 5 2. That's one we can write 1 2 5, 5 2 2 and 2 2 1. That's ended, and 3 is independent and 4 is independent. Now alpha is equal to alpha 1 into alpha 2 into alpha 3, given question. Alpha 1 is 1 2 2 2 2 1, 3 independent, 4 independent, 5 independent. Next alpha 2 value is 1 3, 2 independent, 3 4 and 4 1, 5 independent. Next alpha 3 is 1 5, 2 1, 3 independent, 4 independent and 5 is 2. Now you can do this one. 1 2 2, 2 2 2. So 1 2 2. Next 2 2 1, 1 2 3, 2 3. 3 2 3, 3 2 4, 3 2 4. 4 2 4, 4 2 1, 4 1. 5 2 5, 5 2 5, 5 2 5. And next into 1 5, 2 1, 3 3, 4 4, 5 2. That is equal to 1 2 2, 2 2 1, 1 1. 2 2 3, 3 2 3, 2 3, 2 3. 3 4, 4 4, 3 4. 4 1, 1 5, 4 5. 5 5, 5 2, 5 2. This permutation, one is independent, 2 2 3, 3 2 4 and 4 2 5, 2 3 4. You can write 2 3 4, 2 3 4 5, 5 also. 2 2 3, 3 2 4, 4 2 5, 5 2 2, 2 3 4 5. One is independent. So 2 3 4 5 we can write 2 3 4, 2 3 is one value, 2 4 is one value and 2 5 is one value. How many permutations? 3. So number of transpositions are 3, that is odd. So therefore alpha is equal to odd permutation. So you can take alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. Given permutations are let alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. So alpha is equal to the multiple of alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. Multiply first 2 permutations, we get one permutation, and after then third permutation we can multiply those, you get one permutation. One permutation you can write this type, and after then you can dividing transpositions. So transpositions are 3. So that number of transpositions is odd. So given permutation is odd permutation. And next problem. Which problem? Sixth problem. Sixth question. If S is equal p comma p square comma p cube comma p power of 4 comma p power of 5 comma p power of 6 with p is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 2 4 5 1 3. This is the given permutation. 1 2 3 4 5 and 2 4 5 1 3. So here p is equal to solution. Then by using multiplication table, through that S forms an abelian group. So solution, given p is equal to 1 2 2 4 3 5 4 1 5 3, given p is equal to, right, p is equal to 1 2 2 2 2 4 and 3 2 5 4 2 1 5 2 3. So now you can find p square. P square is equal to p into p. 1 2 2 2 2 4 3 2 5 4 2 1 5 2 3 into 1 2 2 2 2 4 3 2 5 4 2 1 5 2 3. 1 2 2 and 2 2 4 1 4 2 2 4 4 2 1 2 1 3 2 5 5 2 3 3 3 4 1 1 2 4 2 5 3 3 5 5 5. This is the p square. And next p cube. P cube value is p square into p. P square value is 1 4 2 1 3 3 4 2 5 5 is p square into p value is 1 2 3 4 5 2 4 5 1 3 1 4 4 1 1 1 2 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 5 3 5 4 2 2 4 4 4 5 5 5 3 5 3. This is the p cube. Next p power of 4. Next p power of 4. P power of 4 is equal to p cube into p. So p power of 4 is equal to p cube into p. P cube value is 1 1 2 2 and 3 5 4 4 5 3 into p value is 1 2 3 4 5 2 4 5 1 3. Now 1 2 1 1 2 2 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 4 2 2 4 3 2 5 5 2 3 3 3 4 2 4 4 2 1 4 1 5 2 3 3 2 5 5 5. This is the p power of 4. Next p power of 5. P power of 5 is equal to p power of 4 into p. P power of 4 is 1 2 2 4 3 3 4 1 5 5 and p value is 1 2 2 4 3 5 4 1 5 3. So that is equal to 1 2 2 2 2 4 1 4 2 2 4 4 2 1 2 1 3 2 3 3 2 5 3 2 5 4 2 1 1 2 2 4 2 5 2 5 5 2 3 5 3. This is the p power of 5. Next to p power of 6. P power of 5 into p, that is equal to 1 4 2 1 3 5 4 2 5 3 into p value is 1 2 3 4 5 2 4 5 1 3 1 2 4 4 2 1 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 2 2 3 2 5 5 2 3 3 3 4 2 2 2 2 4 4 4 5 2 3 3 2 5 5 5. P power of 6 is equal to I. P power of 6 is equal to I. 1 2 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5. So here we can forming table p square p cube p power of 4 p power of 5 p power of 6 p square p cube p power of 4 p power of 5 p power of 6. So in this table we observe this one p into p square p into p square p cube p into p cube p power of 4 p into p power of 4 p power of 5 p into p power of 5 p power of 6 p into p power of 6 is p. Why? Because I value is p. Next to p square into p cube p square into p square p power of 4 p square into p power of 3 p power of 5. Next to p square into p power of 4 p power of 6 p square into p power of 5, that is equal to p. Why? Because p power of 5 into p power of 5 into p is I into p. Next p square into p power of 6, that is equal to p square. You can write continuously p power of 4 p power of 5 p power of 6 p cube p power of 4 p power of 5 p power of 6 p and p square. And here p cube p power of 4 p power of 5 p power of 6 and p square p cube p square p cube p power of 4 p power of 5 p power of 6 p square p cube p power of 4 p power of 5 p square p cube p power of 4 p square p cube. This is the table. So this all are satisfied that I identity. So therefore S form an abelian group. Next question. Which question? 7th question. Seventh question, already we completed first problem. You like that same method, you can do that one. Let alpha comma beta is belongs to S6 and alpha is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6 and beta is equal to 1, 4, 3, 2, 5, 6 given two permutations. Then evaluate alpha comma beta comma alpha beta inverse comma alpha square. So here alpha means you can formation permutation method 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 1 and this one beta is equal to 1 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 1 and beta inverse value 1 to 4, that is 4 to 1 interchange. So you can write alpha into beta inverse, after then you can find alpha square. You can do that one in first problem method. Next, eighth question. Define state and proof Cayley's theorem. Cayley's theorem. So answer Cayley's theorem. What is the Cayley's theorem? Statement, first statement. Cayley's theorem statement. Every finite group G is isomorphic to a permutation group. This is the statement, Cayley theorem statement. Every finite group capital G is isomorphic. In that time, permutation group belongs to permutation group. So proof. Let G be a finite group. And A belongs to G for every small x belongs to G. There exists a product Ax belongs to G. So consider a function fa map G tends to G defined as fa of x is equal to Ax for all x belongs to G. fa of x is equal to Ax. So our condition Ax belongs to G. Now fa is 1 1. First one. X comma y belongs to G. Two elements belongs to G. That implies fa of x is equal to fa of y. So fa of x, our condition is Ax is equal to fa of y, our condition is Ay. So left cancellation law, x is equal to y. A cancel, x equal to y. So therefore fa is 1 1. Next, fa second one, fa is onto. If x is belongs to G, there exists A inverse x belongs to G. So fa of A inverse of x is equal to A into A inverse of x. Like that Ax, f of Ax is equal to Ax, A into A inverse of x. So A inverse is equal to E into x, that is equal to E. So fa of A inverse x is equal to E, identity element. So therefore fa A inverse of x is onto. Next, therefore FA is 1 1 and onto. FA is 1 1 and onto. So therefore FA is a permutation. FA is a permutation on capital G. FA is permutation on capital G. Permutation definition is whenever a given function is 1 1 and onto, that is permutation. So FA already proved. This one is 1 1, this one is onto. So FA is 1 1 and onto both. So that means FA is permutation on group G. So let G is equal to set bracket FA mapping A belongs to G. A belongs to G. So closure property. Closure property. You can prove any two properties. So A comma B belongs to G. Let FA comma FB belongs to G. FA FB of X, that is equal to FA of FB of X. So FA of FB of X is BX. So FA means AX, that means A into BX, that is equal to AB of X. That is equal to, we can write F for AB of X. F AB of X. Therefore FA FB is equal to FAB. FAB. So closure property is satisfied. So therefore G is closed under multiplication. Under multiplication. Next, associativity. Associativity. A comma B comma C belongs to G. A comma B comma C belongs to G. Let FA comma FB comma FC belongs to G. So FA of FB FC, that is equal to FA of FBC, previous closure property by the using. So here FA FBC, at the same time FAB into C, that is equal to FA into FB into FC. So therefore G is associative. Associative. G is associative. Similarly, G F is identity element in G, capital G. Similarly, phi of A is equal to FA for all A belongs to G. So inverse, F A inverse is the inverse of FA in G. In G. So pi of A is equal to FA. Pi of A is equal to let A. So phi is 1 1. Phi is 1 1. So A comma B is belongs to G. In that time pi of A is equal to pi of B. So pi of A value FA is equal to pi of B value FB. FA of X is equal to FB of X, that is equal to AX, that is equal to BX. X cancel, A is equal to B. Phi of A is equal to pi of B. In that time A is equal to B. That means therefore phi is 1 1. Phi is 1 1. Next, phi is onto. Phi is onto. FA is belongs to G for small a is belongs to G. FA, F of A is equal to FA. F of A is equal to FA. So therefore phi is onto. Phi is onto. Next, phi is homomorphism. Homomorphism. If A comma B is belongs to G, that implies A belongs to G and B belongs to G. AB belongs to G. So pi of AB is equal to FAB. FAB. That is equal to FA into FB. That is equal to pi of A into pi of b. Therefore, pi is isomorphism. So, therefore, G is congruent to G. So, this is the Cayley's theorem. This is the Cayley's theorem. Next one. Okay, next problem. Which question? I think 8th question or 9th question. 8th question. 8th question. Let G be a group. Let G be a group of real numbers under addition and G bar be a group of positive real numbers under multiplication defined pi map G tends to G bar by f of x is equal to 2 power of x. Show that it is an isomorphism. Solution. So, given condition is real numbers under addition, G is addition, G bar is multiplication. So, given function is pi map G tends to G bar by f of x is equal to 2 power of x. So, pi of x is equal to 2 power of x and pi map G tends to G bar. Phi is 1 1. Let phi is 1 1. For x comma y is belongs to G. So, phi of x is equal pi of y. Pi of x is equal pi of y. Pi of x is equal 2 power of x. Pi of y is equal 2 power of y. Bases are equal, that implies x is equal to y. So, therefore, phi is 1 1. Next, phi is onto. Let y belongs to G bar and x belongs to G. Y is belongs to G bar. So, here phi of x is equal to y. Let phi of x is equal to y. So, pi of x value 2 power of x is equal to y. So, x is equal to log y base 2. So, because of phi is onto, x value substituting in this equation. So, pi of x is equal to 2 power of x. So, that is equal to 2 power of x value is log y base 2. So, this value is completely 1. Phi of x is equal to y. Here, hence proved. So, that is why pi is onto. So, next phi preserves group operation. Let x comma y belongs to G. Consider phi of x plus y. Phi of x plus y is equal to 2 power of x plus y. That is equal to 2 power of x into 2 power of y. Therefore, phi of x plus y is equal to phi of x into phi of y. Into phi of x plus y is equal to pi of x into pi of y by the properties of isomorphism. Here, phi of x plus y is equal to 2 power of x plus y. Bases are equal, powers are adding method, 2 power of x into 2 power of y. 2 power of x is equal to pi of x, 2 power of y is equal to pi of y. So, pi is operation preserving. Operation preserving. So therefore pi is a group isomorphism. Isomorphism. Okay. 8th question is completed. Next, 9th question. Next question, 9th question. Prove that the group of rotations of a cube, is isomorphic to S4. So prove that the group of rotations of a cube is isomorphic to S4. So solution. Let G be the group of rotations of a cube, and S4 is permutation group. So cube means like that. So this one. So like that. So here in this figure, a rotation of 90 degrees gives a permutation. A rotation means 90 degrees. So like that. So a rotation of 90 degrees gives a permutation. So alpha is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So another rotation of 90 degrees above the first axis gives the permutation. So beta is equal to 1, 4, 2, 3. Just interchange 1, 4, 2, 3. Same as for use gamma 1, 3, 4, 2 and delta 1, 2, 4, 3 like that. So that is interchange the axis. So total, thus the group of permutations induced by the rotation consists of 8 element subgroup. Set bracket of alpha square, alpha cube, beta square alpha, beta square alpha square, beta square alpha cube, 3, 3, 6, 1, 7 and sigma or beta. These are 8 elements. So 3 element subgroup alpha comma beta comma alpha beta whole square are subgroup. Alpha beta whole square are subgroup. So therefore mod G is equal to 8 are elements, subgroups are 3, 8 into 3, that is equal to 24, that is called mod S4. Hence the rotations induce 24 permutations. How many permutations? 24 permutations. 8 3 is 24 permutations. 24 permutations. So F map D tends to S4 is an isomorphism or fic. So G and S4 are isomorphic. G and S4 are isomorphic. Hence, the group of rotations of a cube is isomorphic or isomorphism to S4, isomorphic to S4. That is the proof. Next question, 10th question. Next question, 10th question. Next question, define cosets. Define cosets. Define cosets. Find all cosets of the subgroup 4z of z. So define cosets. Already I told by the definitions. So solution, write coset definition. You can write coset definition after cosets of the subgroup 4z of z. Coset of the subgroup 4z of z. Let G be the additive group. Additive group of integers. Additive group of integers. So G is equal to dash 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 minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So integers, additive group of integers. So 0 is the identity element. Identity element in group. Why? Because here additive group. Additive group means 0. So multiplication group means 1 identity element. Here additive group means 0. So therefore G is abelian. G is abelian. So H is equal to the order of 4, that is equal to 4z is equal to, so multiplications of 4, minus 16, minus 12, minus 8, minus 4, 0, 1, 4, 8, 12, 16, like that. 4 multiples, 4z, 4 multiples are 4 multiples. So H subset are equal to G are less than or equal to G. The left coset of H in G is equal to the right coset of H in G. So coset of H in G are A plus H, where A belongs to G. A is element, so A plus H. Here addition, we have to take addition. Actually left coset is AH and right coset is HA, but here we are doing plus, not multiplication. So A plus H is left and H plus A is right. So here A plus H. We observe here 0 plus H, that is equal to dash 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 minus 16 plus 0, minus 16, minus 12, minus 8, minus 4, 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, dash dash dash. Next 1 plus H. 1 plus H is equal to minus 16 plus 1, minus 15, minus 11, minus 7, minus 3, 1, 5, 9, 13, 17, like that. Next 2 plus H, minus 14, minus 10, minus 6, minus 2, 2, 6, 10, 14, 18, dash dash dash. Next 3 plus H, minus 13, minus 9, minus 5, minus 1, 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, dash 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 dash. Next 4 plus H, minus 12, minus 8, minus 4, minus 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, dash, dash, dash. Next 5 plus h, minus 11, minus 7, minus 3, 1, 5, 9, 13. Next 6 plus h, minus 10, minus 6, minus 2, 2, 6, 10, 14, 18, dash, dash, dash. So, it can be observed that 4 plus h is equal to 0 plus h. 0 plus h value, 4 plus h value. We can observe minus 12, minus 8, minus 12, minus 8, minus 4, 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, same. As the same, 5 plus h is equal to 1 plus h. 5 plus h, minus 11, minus 7, minus 3. 1 plus h, minus 7, minus 3, minus 1, 5, 9. Same. As the same, 6 plus h is equal to 2 plus h. And 7 plus h is equal to 3 plus h. 7 plus h is equal to 3 plus h. So, here 0 plus h comma 1 plus h comma 2 plus h comma 3 plus h are disjoint sets, same, repeating. So, there is no common element between them. There is no common element between them. So, therefore, 0 plus h union 1 plus h union 2 plus h union 3 plus h, that all is equal to G. So, there is no common element in 0 plus h, 1 plus h, 2 plus h, 3 plus h. Those are different. So, that are all disjoint sets. So, here union is equal to belongs to G. The cosets are, therefore, the cosets are 0 plus h union 1 plus h union 2 plus h union 3 plus h. These are cosets. Okay. Next problem. This is depending on Lagrange theorem. So, next question, 11th question. State and prove Lagrange theorem. State and prove Lagrange theorem. Statement: if G is a finite group, and H is a subgroup of G, then mod H divides mod G. This is the Lagrange theorem. Let the order of G and H be small m and small m respectively. That means order of G is m, order of H is n. So, order of G is equal to m and order of H is equal to n. So, if A1H comma A2H comma dash 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 AKH are distinct left cosets of H in G, then A1H union A2H union A3H union dash 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 AKH, that is equal to G. Already we proved previous problem. 0 plus h, 1 plus h, 2 plus h, like that. So applying modulus on both sides. Applying modulus on both sides. So mod a1h union a2h union dash dash akh is equal to mod g. From the properties of cosets, from the properties of cosets, from the properties of cosets, ah in mod is equal to mod h, that is equal to m, that is equal to m. So substituting the corresponding values in equation 1, this is the equation 1, where this one m plus dash 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 plus m, how many times? K times, that is equal to n. So mk is equal to n. So k is equal to n by m. K is equal to n by m. It can be seen from equation 2. Equation 2 is this one. Equation 2, that m divides n. M divides n. So therefore mod h divides mod g. This is the Lagrange theorem. Next, 12th question. State and prove Lagrange theorem on groups what its converse. Justify with examples. Justify with examples. Already we proved previous problem Lagrange theorem, and now converse of Lagrange theorem. The converse of Lagrange theorem need not to be true. Need not to be true. Why? Because order of h divided by order of g, but h is not a subgroup of g. H is not a subgroup of g. Let g is equal to 1 minus 1 I minus I, just example, and h subgroup is equal to I comma minus I, such that order of h divided by order of g, that is called order of h is here 2, order of g is 4, so 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Consider h is equal to I comma minus I, set bracket of minus I into I, that is equal to minus I square, that is equal to 1. So 1 does not belongs to h. So h does not satisfy closure property. So general property. So therefore h is not a subgroup of g. H is a not subgroup of g. That is the converse. That is the converse. Next problem, 13th problem, 13th question. Show that every group of prime order, prime order is cyclic. Every group of prime order is cyclic. So statement: if capital H is a subgroup, capital H is a subgroup of a finite group, subgroup of a finite group G. Then the order of H divides the order of G. The order of G. That means order of H is divides to order of G. Proof. Let G the group, prime number is P. Prime number is P. Prime number is P. Order of G is equal to prime number P. Order of G is equal to prime number P. Since P is greater than 1. Since P is greater than 1. So now the order of A, order of generator A, it is equal to order of generator A divide the prime P, divide the prime P. Let generator of A is equal to Q, but P is prime number. P is prime number. Therefore, Q is equal to 1 or Q is equal to P. Here, since A does not equal to E, identity. So, order of generator of A is greater than 1. Order of generator of A is greater than 1. So, order of generator of A is greater than P. So, order of generator of A is equal to G. So, therefore, G is cyclic. G is cyclic. So, last problem in this chapter. Which question? 14th question. 14th question. Determine the number of rotational symmetries of a soccer ball. So, solution. A soccer ball consists 20 faces, which are regular hexagons and 12 faces are regular pentagon. So, a soccer ball consists 20 faces which are regular hexagons and 12 faces are regular pentagons. So, S is equal to, the set is 1, 2, 3, 4, dash, 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 20 is a regular hexagon, or S is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, dash, 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 12 is regular hexagons. Pentagons, regular pentagons. Here regular hexagons and here regular pentagons. Let the set S be from a set of pentagons. So, that set is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, the mod S is equal to 12. So, orbit mod is equal to mod S is equal to 12. So, the particular stabilizer are rotations. Any particular pentagon can be stabilized, can be stabilized, can be stabilized with, can be stabilized with the help of 5 rotations. 5 rotation. Pentagon means, see this figure here, 5 paces, 1 2 3 4 5. So the 5 rotations. Yeah, any particular pentagon can be stabilized with the help of 5 rotations. So in that means mod stabilizer, orbit is 12, mod stabilizer is 5, orbit is 12 and mod stabilizer is 5. So mod G is equal to mod orbit and mod stabilizer. Mod stabilizer, mod orbit is 12 and mod stabilizer is 5. 12 5 is a 60, 12 5 is a 60. So therefore number of rotations, symmetric of a soccer ball is equal to 60. Okay, this is our problems in permutation groups and isomorphisms. So please kind watch the YouTube channel Srinidhi Educational Academy for more videos. Thank you very much.